My animator Daniel will be here later today, and he's going to talk with us on this set and kind of bring us back to what we can pull off and what he can pull off in the computer as far as special effects and stuff. He's the one that actually brought that up. He's like, what if a tear flies off of her, hits him? He's willing to give it a shot in post-production and see if we can do that. But if that doesn't work, another way we could do it is with wind. Like, you know, if she's just standing there stagnant, and then all of a sudden a wind comes, and he's standing there stagnant, and the wind hits him, then you kind of get the feeling that she knows that he's there, or same kind of thing without the tear, but with the wind and through the emotion of that.
I mean, could that even, like, if it was real wind, like, or blower or whatever, you know, could it actually blow, like,
we rented a big fan, like a real tear.
Well, I mean, just like put a tear on her face, you know, put a tear on her face, you know, and then the wind is blowing so hard that it just like blows it off or whatever, and then you do the same thing with the guy's scene, so it just blows up and hits him. Have to be a pretty powerful fan, but.
No, you can do it with real water. You just have to shoot it with the fan and animate it the same way.
Yeah, I guess.
Implying that it was.
I don't know, but we can try it, and we can shoot it both ways. We can shoot it as if the tear's flying off and the tear's hitting him, and when Daniel goes to do his magic, I mean, he'll be in later, and he can tell us if he can do it or not, but you know, we can give it a shot and see what happens. There's a few different ways you can find a band to do a music video for. Either you know, a friend's band will approach you, or you might be out watching a band at a local bar venue, and you really like their music, and maybe you go up to them and say, hey, do you guys want me to do a music video for you? I've done music videos in all three different ways like that, but in this instance, I wanted to get a band that was a little more reputable or a little more exciting than, you know, just a local cover band down the road. So what I did was I started watching the band's Warped Tour. They would release 4 or 5 new bands every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I would email all those bands and say, hey, I'm doing a class on a music video, offering them a free music video. And a few bands responded, and one of the bands that responded was this band, Jewel Vera, and they're from Alabama. So I figured Alabama's not really a long distance away. They could probably make it down here. So I sent them an email, and they happened to just be coming out with a brand new album that wasn't even out yet. So they sent me a Google Doc or a Google Drive document with the whole new album on it, and they basically said, here's 7 songs, why don't you listen to them, see what you like. And there's different ways that you can get into these projects, but for this one I did have a special opportunity to offer a band a budget. So at first, you know, you have all these grand ideas, the band has their grand ideas, then you have to get together and look at what reality is. Like, you can't afford to blow up a house, but you can afford to blow up balloons. So when you guys get together with those meetings, you have to kind of put everybody back into reality and become a producer and say, this is what we're able to do, and don't overdo yourself. If you try to do too much in 2 days and you put all your eggs in one basket and you really depend on this one set and it doesn't work out, and then you have nothing, you know. So you have to move and adapt with these things. Like, originally I wanted to have a set that looked like a town was underneath them, and I wanted to have rooftops coming out and trees coming out, and then we looked at building a roof, and that would have been the whole budget. So I had to improvise. So instead of having them on top of a town, what if I had them in a burned down house? And it's creatively, it's a little different, but I think it's still going to give the same effect. But budget-wise, that's what we were able to pull off. So it's not bad to write down all your creative ideas and have these grand ideas of things to do, but there's a time where you have to turn into a producer and be able to tell them, we can do this, we can't do that, we can do this, we can't do that, and in the end, you know, pull off what is in the budget and financially doable for you and the band.